Previously on Prometheus.
How are you feeling?
I'm on the fence. I don't know. I'm on the fence, but at the same time, I'd rather make the mistake of doing too much than too little.
How do you feel about, I know we talked already about this, but how do you feel about making that move now?
After that, maybe we can start picking off our own. I would really like to work with KAITLYN and Caro and potentially kick off all of the old primordials with them by my side.
Unfortunately, I did promise to put a star in the corner of my parchment to prove where I voted.
Seventh person sacrificed from the game, Joe. That is 5. That is enough.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
How's everyone feel?
I voted for Joe because he was writing my name down. So that's my biggest reasoning. If someone's going to target me, I'm going to vote him out.
I get that.
And he was lying to people and throwing my name out. So what are you going to do?
I cannot believe that worked. I am so stoked that Joe is gone. It helps my game. I think now I might be able to pull this off where I have the numbers. I think Caro and KAITLYN are still with me. Andrew and Kyle seem on board. I just need to get rid of Anna next, because when she's gone, I think we can take control. And to be honest, Joe might have been telling the truth. He very well could have been. But at the same time, people don't have to know that. It's a tricky game. You have to be able to sell yourself, and I think if I can get people to stay on my side, and I'm being vocal because I might be someone that they want to take to the end because I'm gonna piss off a bunch of people. I don't know if Joe really likes me, so we're gonna see what happens. I need to win this challenge though. This individual immunity challenge is crucial for my game because then it guarantees me final 6.
I can leave if you guys want me to.
The
For a
room
second,
limits
please.
4.
Oh, it's
The room
4.
limits
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
Or, because there's only 2 breakout rooms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anna, I'll be honest, I did it as well. I voted Joe for social, strategic, and physical threat during touchy subjects because I saw him as that.
Okay.
You know, I was surprised that other people didn't see him as a strategic threat because I definitely thought that he had a lot of control in the game. He was playing a very solid game.
He's genuine and he was smart. Like, I
Yeah.
will be completely honest. If I'm sitting on the jury and he was in the end, I was going to vote for him.
Yeah.
After the temple sacrifice of Joe, which was unexpected, at this point, it was unexpected. I was talking with a few people and I don't feel safe. Kyle and Andrew both flipped. And so it's just me, Colin, and Joe that were on the bottom.
I'm not mad. I was shocked because I had not heard the name. So I knew, and I had the feeling as well. I was like, he is kind of like, I knew he had played before. I know he knows what he's doing. And I was like, he should be going, this round or next round, but I didn't hear his name. So I was like, all right, I guess we're just still sticking to the old tribe lines.
Well, fuck. So I was on the wrong side of the vote for the first time in this game, where Joe went home. I would say an ally of mine. Yes, he was, lying and I knew about it, but I protect my own, so I didn't say anything. I got the hint that they were targeting Joe at Tribal with Lauren's emotional speech, and it worked. but I've got nothing to hide now that I am kind of on the bottom. Ooh. So I laid all my cards out. I was honest with everything that went down. It seems that Andrew and Lauren are, working together this time, despite their history. So I need to get back in on that because I feel like I'm on the outs. So what side were you on?
I voted Joe.
Okay.
I did.
Outs there.
And the reason was I didn't. People were saying he may have written my name down. Like I said, I don't care.
Yeah.
It was more based on like him stirring shit up, accusing people of writing my name down. And it's like, I was on a call with him and he was like, oh, maybe so-and-so did it. But I'm like, I really don't care.
Right.
Okay, so we literally just voted out Joe. I've been on the right side of the votes every single time in this game, and I hope it continues that way. I wasn't sad to see him go. He was stirring shit up, and I still believe he was the one that probably wrote my name down. Again, I really don't care, but I do think it was him just trying to be a little messy. It could have also been Colin, who knows? But it definitely created, literally now that there are lines of alliances, but it was very clear that Colin and Anna were the ones on the wrong side of that vote. So, and personally, if I don't see Anna try to start talking game with me, I am gonna put a target on her back whenever I can, because I just, Anna and Colin, you haven't talked game with me. And not that I need you to lay out your plans with me, but I just need you to be open, sharing some level of information, which you haven't done. So, I don't know, we'll see what happens, but I do feel like they're potentially on the outs, but I also not sure if I have a good read on how people view me yet.
I think
he told people maybe it was Lauren, maybe it was KAITLYN. I was like, I just don't know.
KAITLYN, you voted Joe too, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate you doing the star so I knew how you voted, so thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, well, so I'm on the outs, but that's okay. Think I'm in trouble. So I either need to win this or I need to do some serious damage control. I can trust people even though they didn't vote the way I did. KAITLYN did put that star, so even though she voted Joe, she put that star, so I know I can trust her in a way. I can, at least she did what she said she was going to do, so she owned up to how she voted. So that to me is trust.
I mean,
now
there's not a clear plan moving forward or anything.
Is there, and I hate to accuse this because it's such, I hate when they do this in the real game. Is there an all-female alliance going on? I mean, because it's still, but.
To be honest, I'm sorry, KAITLYN, but I'm not aware of that right now, at least from my personal point of view.
I'm just bringing it up because it's such a thing in the real game and I hate that. But
am I gonna say that I haven't talked about X amount of women are left?
No,
yeah, that's not necessarily established.
No, that's a fair assessment, especially in a game like this, which unfortunately is male dominated. I get it. Okay.
But we have not unified as women to take out men.
Right.
Me and Lauren and Caro can run the show now, as long as someone doesn't try to make a power move on one of us. But if they do, I have a feeling it'll be Lauren instead of me. I'm still doing a great job at quietly stirring the pot while not causing a commotion. I think I have played it off very well, that I can be trustworthy. I can be trustworthy to Lauren and Caro. This is getting fun.
So I wonder, does anybody know if they have any information on Kyle's placement in that? Because I know he felt like he was on the outs.
Oh, should I? Wait, 4 or 3 in one room? I'm confused.
It's 4. Okay, we're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we're fine.
Great one, Lauren. You got it.
Lauren, that was so iconic.
You did it.
That was iconic. You were like, someone's starting shit. I was like,
she's got 9 lives.
Hey, I I understand why you wrote my name down, Colin.
I'll be honest, I did.
I know. I understand why you did.
Yeah, but I had a feeling once I only started to get the feeling that Joe was the target when you gave that speech, because I was like, he is starting shit. You're right. So I was like,
because he was putting things in everyone's minds that weren't lies. And I know he said he didn't lie, but he has, because I mean, you can just fact check a lot of the information.
Yeah. Damn. So I guess, yeah, so those tribe alliances are split.
Yeah.
Andrew, which way did you swing?
I voted Joe.
Yeah.
I don't know what the reasons were that they gave, but I just saw him, like I said on Touchy Subjects, I wrote his name down for strategic, physical, and social for all three of my answers, because I just saw him as that big of a threat in the game.
And
so
Lauren,
I went that way.
Lauren, I mentioned to you with the David vote, because you were like, who do you want out? And I said eventually Joe, because he's a strong player. So I'm down to work with anybody.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. Yeah.
No, I'm the same way.
Yeah, that was not a slight on you.
No, I know. No.
Yeah, okay.
Listen. It's okay. I wasn't included because I get it.
Yeah.
But just know that I'm not butthurt at all, because this game I don't play with emotions. Last game I did. So this game
I will say I've had the most fun with this game in comparison to any other game I've played.
Where did you being the most emotional player come from?
Because I talk at every freaking challenge. You know, when we were doing the 2-liter challenge, I was saying stuff. I just was having fun with it. Because I'm like, Casey, where's the commentary?
Yeah.
Like that's
okay.
I was like, loudest me, sociable me, things that are in the game me. I was like, yes, I know that these are myself.
I think for social, it was between you and Joe.
Mm-hmm.
For me.
Yeah.
Most likely to win, I think I put you. No, I did put you, but I was between you or Anna.
I could see Anna.
I think I voted for Anna, but I can't remember.
I think Anna. I think I put Anna down, but then voted Joe.
I just didn't. I'm not mad. I'm shocked, but I'm like for it. I
saw your
face,
on
it, but at
and
the
I was
same
like,
time,
shit. Like I saw your face when that fourth joke came up.
I was like, oh, it really okay. But then I was like, well, it's gonna be like that. It's fine.
This round, I might try and lock in a final 2 with Carol and tell her that I think Andrew, Kusart, and Anna are close, and they kind of like used me and the Titans to take out Joe, who is the biggest threat to them. I think I can make that pitch. And I think that gets me, because if I can take out Kusart or Anna this round, that gets me to final 6, which is something.
I feel like we don't need to like talk about votes. I mean, this game moves so fast, like who cares? Like it's about the next thing, and we just gotta like come together and decide, like, you know.
And I did not get a chance to talk with Caro and KAITLYN about forming an alliance with them because Kyle wouldn't leave. So I'm not feeling safe, and going into this challenge, I really, really need to try and win immunity so that I can live to see another day. And I hope that it's something that I can do. Me and Colin are in danger, and I need to secure us to go farther. I was not expecting Kyle and Andrew to flip.
Welcome back to the Challenge Grounds, guys. Here again to compete for the Eternal Flame. So we're going to kick it off with our next challenge. Nemesis was the Greek goddess whose name meant to give what is due. Often sought retribution against those who acted with arrogance before the gods. Today, we use that word to describe a person who is our enemy. And in any sort of game, there's always an enemy. So for this challenge, we have Target Your Nemesis. All players will submit 2 anonymous questions to 2 different players. After all questions have been submitted to your production chat, this is where the game kicks off. The questions will then be asked to each one of the players, which the player must give an answer to the question. After each question is answered, you will then submit to your production chat who you believe to have asked that question. The person with the highest score by the end of the game will win the Eternal Flame. Also, by the end of the challenge, we will not reveal who had asked what questions. While this game might get a little heated, we still do ask that you be respectful in the questions that you are asking. Alright, we'll give you guys a couple moments to submit your questions, and then we'll get started. Alright, let's take it up for our first question.
The Lord Jesus Christ. No, I don't think I have one.
God damn it! Well, I've worked with everyone, sort of, so far. But I guess going forward, fuck whoever wrote this. No intention. I'm only saying this just because this is the person I've had the least interaction with, is Carolina. I'm only saying that is because we've interacted the least together. That's why I'm saying it.
Oh yeah. Yet. Hopefully I have one by the end of this round.
Last round, Joe.
Colin.
No. Someone has definitely taken over. If you asked me that yesterday, I would have said yes. Today, no. And that was apparent because I was on the wrong side of the votes yesterday. Or yesterday. I was on the wrong side of the votes last round.
I'll probably target Lauren next, since she was already on the block last round.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus played Survivor.
Yo, G survived.
Oh man. Y'all are killing me. Was that question 9, by the way? Yeah.
It was, yep, 9.
Question 9. I would say probably a little bit of Kelly Wentworth.
KAITLYN.
I don't know if they wrote my name down, and I'm willing, I guess, for the time being, I am willing to accept that that may have been the case and take that time, and take that chance temporarily, unless I, find out otherwise, so.
I think it will hurt me, and I already, going into this challenge, was wanting to make conversations, but felt unable to by the presence of who was in the room. So I believe it's hurting my game.
I don't believe I'm riding Lauren's coattails. I think just because we've been historically on the same side of the vote doesn't necessarily mean anything, honestly, so.
I do feel like I can trust them. And the person I think I can trust the most might be KAITLYN or Carolina. If I have to say one, I'll say KAITLYN.
All right, and that's it. Please submit your guesses to the production chat, and from there we will tally the results. All right, and the results are in.
Yeah.
All right. Tied for 4th place is Andrew, Colin, and Kyle with 3 correct guesses. In 3rd place, we have Caro with 4 correct. Tied for 2nd place with 5 correct guesses is Anna and KAITLYN, which leaves Lauren with 8 correct guesses out of 14. Lauren, you win the Eternal Flame.
Nice.
You got it, girl.
And only one was her own question.
You said you were going to get 1. 8.
Hey, have y'all seen my memory so far in these games?
Congrats.
Appreciate it.
Congrats.
I want immunity. Yes. Oh my gosh. Final 6. Here I come. It was crucial that I won that challenge, only because I do think that I was on people's radar to get out at 7, but now I'm final 6. And if I can just get through this vote to get me there, I think I have a great opportunity to be sitting there at the end to be able to plead my case. I do know that the question about that Carolina got, asking if she was riding my coattail, was some bullshit. We've been collaborating with each other. Do I think that I'm playing the stronger game right now. Yes, I've made more moves, I have been maneuvering the pieces, but she's my right-hand person.
So, I've got no plans. If anyone wants to let me...
I was on mute the entire time. All right.
So, I don't know
But based on what people just said, my question is, people said in there that they don't think they can beat Anna final 2.
I did say that, yeah. We could do Anna. Andrew, what is your relationship with Kyle?
He picked me first yesterday, which was cool.
Yeah.
Other than that, he was kind of quiet yesterday when we after the challenge or like after the day ended. Mm-hmm. So, but I feel like everyone was, but I don't really know. I feel like he's like him getting that answer of most quiet in the game during touchy subjects was like very accurate. I don't think that anyone has a real gauge on where he's at.
I thought we were pretty close, but I haven't heard from him at all today. Like we talked.
Yeah. Okay. So
and then
it's not just me.
morning,
Right. Okay.
And then as soon as the game started, I haven't really heard anything.
Yeah. The most I talked to Kyle was that last round.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, I my relationship with Kyle is big last round and then similar to you the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Hey. How many people can we have in here again? Wait, I can't hear you.
I think the max is 4. Sorry, that was my bad. But I want to talk to you and KAITLYN, and
I agree. I think we should definitely talk.
Hey.
Hello.
My heart is racing. I know I'm in trouble. I was left out of the last vote with COLLIN. I knew I needed to win immunity, and I got second place, but that obviously isn't good enough. Lauren was going to be the vote who we were going to go after. She has immunity.
Hey, how are you feeling, guys?
Honestly, I would just like to not be left out.
Yeah.
If it's someone on OG, Primordials, whatever. I don't want to be like left out again.
Surprisingly, Lauren won, and I'm so happy because based on the questions that we were asked to respond to and who they were sent to, she was targeted, and people were saying they didn't trust her, or that they wanted to vote her out next for some of the questions. So I was very worried that they would go after her, or that they would go after me because of my I think people are catching on that we talk a little bit. So okay, how are we feeling? I don't know. I mean, this sucks. No one was talking on the chats. They were just like messaging and being super suspicious. So what is it, Kyle?
This silence is so funny.
All right, so we feel we've least interacted with. And by the way, this is not to say this is the person that we're gonna gun for. I just feel like, I don't know, maybe this can get us on like the same page. I don't know.
For me, it's still KAITLYN. She hasn't messaged me at all. For like,
Okay.
least interacted with.
KAITLYN is here. Hey.
Hey.
So, I can tell that Anna and Colin are scrambling a little bit. They obviously are at the bottom here. Anna, it was very apparent from the last challenge we had that Anna does not see me as a threat. And she wants to take me to the end, I guess. Because then she did make a very apparent attempt to make a 3 with me and Caro.
Have you heard anything, Caitlin? When I haven't got a chance to talk to anyone. I've been in this room, so like, what did you hear over there?
No, I just came over here to see what was going on because it was like not.
Like literally here, we're just like, oh fuck, what do we do?
I don't know. Like, I mean, no one's said a name out loud, but I'm not gonna lie, I am kind of thinking back on those questions and stuff.
Yeah, that challenge was very telling though, I will say. And you best believe I was taking notes. Yeah, I threw a little bit of shade. I really tried to stir the pot a little bit extra with those questions. I felt like that was the prime opportunity to do that in front of everybody, in a way where they have to answer to them. So Caro and Lauren, I kind of threw that one in there to throw people off, and also to kind of keep my name out of that duo, so that hopefully people are still not seeing me as a threat, as long as they are seeing Caro and Lauren as a threat.
Andrew said he would have targeted Lauren had he got the chance, so I can't help but think, like, who's his next choice?
Right.
That's true.
Is it Lauren, do you think?
But Lauren has immunity, like, so he's gonna have to shift.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, he said he's least interacted with me, and I'm not gonna take that personally because that is a true statement. So, like, I get that, you know what I mean? And I don't know if that's like the second choice, but yeah. I hope not.
So I'm definitely about to get votes. Caro and Lauren told me that people are pitching my name, that Kusart and Anna are pitching my name, and Andrew knows about it, but Andrew hasn't told me. Once again, Andrew knows that my name is out there and hasn't told me, so I think it might be 4-3 here. Anna just told me to vote Andrew, which I feel is a decoy vote, and I'm going to be able to kind of play off, and if Andrew votes for me, I get to act like the victim, and I get to make him feel like he has to rebuild trust with me, when in actuality, I'm fucking not. Although, you know what? KAITLYN might be voting for me. KAITLYN might be voting for me, because she didn't respond to me at all. Honestly, the Titans don't really have a reason to want me here, other than Caro saying that she and I have a really tight alliance. But that's not anything for Lauren. It's not anything for KAITLYN. And I think Anna and Kusart would love to see me go, because I just blindsided them. And Andrew benefits from taking me out, because then he gets to say that he used me to take out Joe, his biggest threat, and then cut me right after.
I think I can trust KAITLYN, only because I asked her to put a certain symbol in her voting to see how she voted, and she did it. She didn't vote the way I asked, but at least she did it. So
you knew she was voting for Joe?
I did not know she was voting for Joe, but I said put a star in the upper right corner of your.
So you know,
yeah. So I know how you vote, and she had it for Joe. So like she didn't vote with me, but at least she was like honest about it, you know. So it's trustworthy to me.
Yeah, Colin, I have no intention of writing your name down, so I fully think we go Anna here, because then when she's gone, everyone else has played before, right? Because I'm kid you not, if she makes her way to the end, that is the best story that you're gonna have.
I agree. Anna just messaged me actually, and she's thinking Kyle.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, like, cause like, you know, cannibalizing around, I always hate to do that, but like, I
mean, Anna is our own.
Right. I mean, I think I'd be okay with either or.
I don't want you going.
Okay.
I don't.
I just got nervous just because I was asked a lot of questions, and I was like, oh no, I don't want to be popular right now. So, but I'm down to work with this group here. So I'm on the bottom. It's clear. After that challenge, everyone wanted me to answer a question, and they were tough and shit, and I definitely am not in connection with a lot of these players anymore. I definitely feel like I'm on the outs, which is scary. However, Lauren has really been forthcoming, and I messaged her privately, said, I'm in this, if you're in this, and she said, I am. I don't know if anyone else is. It definitely could be me. It could be. It's clear Andrew is coming for me at some point. I don't know if it's right now. I don't know if it's then.
I am surprised she didn't throw out like, well, she did say that she wants to sit at the end with KAITLYN.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing with Anna. She said she trusts Carolina and KAITLYN, said their names from the Titans. So here I am just like, well, this girl clearly is never going to work with me.
Yeah.
Hey. What's going on?
So,
Kyler or Anna?
I don't know. I mean, Andrew, what is your relationship like with Anna versus Kyle? I don't know.
I mean, I've talked to Kyle more in the last round, but I don't know. It's probably just guilt, not wanting what but it's probably what it is. But
yeah,
I think me personally, I would feel more comfortable going Kyle. But if the numbers are going Anna, I'm not gonna just be like.
I guess. Hold on a second. I just got a random message. Anna just told me that Andrew.
She said what?
Anna just created like a group chat with me and was like, I think it could be Andrew. I'm like,
interesting.
But that's the first time I've heard your name, and it was through chat. It wasn't like in a face-to-face conversation.
Kyle just messaged me.
Kyle just messaged me.
And he just said, how are you feeling about this round? And I just said, I just said nervous. And then he said, I'm not just gonna stay where I flipped though.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that means. Kyle kind of gave me this vague, don't know who it is. At the last minute, Anna's pulling in people and saying Andrew, which I'm okay with Andrew going, but I don't want to vote Andrew.
I think that Andrew could be in trouble in this vote. I think Anna might be able to flip the script to save herself. The only thing is, I made sure to let Kyle know, hey, Anna said your name, so I have his vote. Carolina, I don't think will turn on me. KAITLYN was like iffy about Andrew or Anna. If Andrew goes, I'm still gonna be okay. If Anna goes, my game looks better. But if Andrew ends up leaving, that sucks. But at the end of the day, I think moving forward, I can still maneuver the pieces that I need to.
Olympians, welcome back to the temple. So, joining us for this cycle's temple, we have Joe, fresh from the Styx room. Unfortunately, we're not quite sure where David's at the moment, but Joe will be here with his mic muted and his video feed off. So, we saw at this cycle's challenge, Target Your Nemesis, that things got a little bit sticky, and so we're gonna go to Andrew. Andrew, you said you might have a clearer picture after this cycle, but we're gonna come back to it. Who's your closest ally?
We'll find out after this cycle is over. We'll figure out who's sticking with me and who's not. And I have no qualms if someone decided they wanted to go another way. But if you were to ask me at next tribal, I might have a more concrete answer if I'm around at next tribal. But yeah, that was a fun challenge. We'll have to do it again sometime.
So with that, then you're saying it's a matter of trust. You don't know who to trust.
Yeah, for this round, it's. I feel like up to this point, I've been able to trust people, but yeah, like I said last round, people can't hide anymore, and that includes me. And so when you hear your name, you start worrying about who you can trust and who you can't trust, and so it sucks within the realm of the game. But as everyone keeps saying, anyone breaking trust with me or anyone else, I hope that no one would take it personally. I certainly would not. I would cry for a second, then get over it. So yeah, this round has been a lot of you have to rank who you trust more in your head at this point with 7 people left.
Okay. So I guess moving on to another dodgy answer, we have Kyle. Kyle, who is your ride or die then?
The Lord Jesus Christ, you cannot shake my faith. It is on solid ground. I feel like I'm in a similar boat to Andrew, where I'm still kind of waiting to see whose actions match their words. I got a lot of information from the last round, and I feel like I have suspicions of who I can trust, which suspicions is a weird word to use about trust, but I have inklings of who I can trust. But I'm still figuring it out. But the people who I have placed my trust into, I hopefully know that's where my trust lies, and that I would not betray that trust.
Okay. So I guess kind of continuing on the train of, talking about the previous challenge, KAITLYN, you didn't get any questions submitted towards you. Why do you think no one submitted one?
I like to think that it's just because I'm an open book, and I don't know. Maybe I'm a boring person. Maybe no one really, I don't know. Couldn't tell you, Casey.
Okay, I guess that's fair enough. Moving on to Lauren, though. You didn't have much confidence that you were going to be able to win that challenge, but you got more than 50% of all the guesses correct. What do you make of that?
Guess I'm just a good guesser. I mean, listen, think about it. Every single person could have asked one of those questions. You just had to literally write on a piece of paper who you think might have asked it, or who could have maybe even asked that other person. Because I know people were scratching off, putting someone in this question, and then another question got read and said, maybe I'll put them somewhere else. My strategy was, the first time I heard the question, I put the name down and I never changed any of my answers. So that was what my strategy was for that. I never changed my answers. I just wrote the person's name, just went with my gut.
Okay. So also with the challenge, Colin, you had a fair amount of questions aimed towards you. What do you make of that?
I'm popular. What can I say? It made me nervous, not gonna lie. Especially when I had to give negative answers. But I mean, I answered everything honestly, and I don't know. I hope getting the most questions doesn't mean I'm the biggest threat or the biggest target right now. I really hope that's not true. But I don't know. I think because I am a loud player, I think that's why I got a lot of questions. I am loud.
So Anna, you even had a couple questions aimed towards people looking at you towards the very end of the game and whether or not people could beat you. What do you make of that?
I was like, are you guys serious right now? Come on. I feel, it was like, to Colin, do you believe you could beat me? And then who would I want to take? And I was like, well, I can't believe these are being asked. I feel like after being left out of the last vote that I'm in no position to even envision myself at the end. And so I was just surprised. And what was the other part of the question? Or did that answer the question? What was the question?
Pretty much about you going to the end of the game. What did you make of that? People thinking that you can potentially win.
Yeah, I was just
taken aback. I didn't realize I was being considered as, I guess, someone who could make it there. I thought that I had more rookie vibes, that, you know, I wouldn't get that far. So, Lauren shook her head no. Okay. Well, anyways, I was just surprised, okay? I was surprised.
Lauren, would you like to elaborate on that with Anna's reaction?
Of course, I can if you want.
I personally would like it. I know that.
Well, I just want to be honest, Anna. You're really witty, and you've done a great job so far in this game. And I do think if you made it to the end, you would win, simply because A, it's a great story. All of us have played before. You haven't. You've been able to maneuver yourself throughout this game. I know you were left out of the last vote, but with that being said, everyone normally gets left out of a vote here and there in any type of game. And so you can easily recover, rally the troops to get on your side for this vote, and flip the script. It's a very fluid game. So I have full confidence that if you made it to the end, you would clean house. But that's also my opinion. Everyone else could have a different one.
Yes, thank you. I don't know. And I know what you mean. Yeah, like if someone's gonna get left out eventually. I wasn't like truly upset or angry. I was a little like, oh geez, oh man. But I don't know, however many challenges ago we did the other anonymous thing, and it was like, well, Lauren and Kyle, they're the most likely, like, if without saying ourselves, who would we think is gonna win? So I'm like, when did I start being even considered? And I think that
you were voted most likable, lovable, whatever the topic was.
True.
So, and that's the thing. I was also voted most annoying. So that's why I said everything with that is very. It contradicts itself. It doesn't make sense, because you can't be most annoying and then most want to see them win. Like, that does not add up.
I gotcha.
All right. So moving on to Caro then. Your questions were very interesting, especially with everything Lauren and Anna were just talking about opinions and even perception, and perception is often reality. Your questions were more aimed to the fact that you might have flipped on your alliance and that you might be riding Lauren's coattails. That one especially sticks out. Now, Lauren's rolling her eyes at that, but what do you make of it?
My personal opinion is, I don't think there's one single player in this game that's riding on anyone's coattails. I think, yes, have Lauren and I been on the same side of the boat? Yes. Do I expect that moving forward? Do I know if that's going to happen today? Actually, I have no idea. I know what I intended to do and what I spoke to people about, but I don't necessarily think that anyone right now is riding anyone's coattails. I think, it's more of the decisions we've made are beneficial, mutually beneficial. And so it appears that way, and I'm fully aware of that. But I don't think that's the case.
All right. So with that, does anyone have any final thoughts? Please submit your vote and your voting confessional.
Kyle, I hope it's you and not me right now. I think you played a good game. We just didn't find our solid footing to take each other any further. So I will see you on the other side.
So I think you are safe on this round, but you might be the one going, I'm not sure.
I should have spoke up in that last moment and just straight up said, Andrew, I'm not voting for you. Because I feel like based on his answer, he thinks I might be. And that's why he's unsure as to who his closest ally is.
Yeah, so I'll see you on the other side.
All right, the votes are locked. Person with the highest amount of votes will be sacrificed from the game. First vote, Anna. Second vote, Kyle. That's 1 vote Anna, 1 vote Kyle. Third vote, Anna. Next vote, Anna. And the 8th person sacrificed from the game and the 3rd member of the jury, Anna. That is 4. That is enough. Any final thoughts?
Well, I had a lot of fun, and good luck to you all. I will see you on the other side. Bye. Sorry, I didn't think I was gonna cry. I didn't think that I was gonna go out here. I also feel like I really didn't think more people were thinking I was gonna make it that far. And her just reiterating like how, I guess, good of a game I was playing. I think people might have switched at the last moment, but I don't know. I know I think at least I was solid with Colin till the end. I don't think I was with Kyle or Andrew. I figured they voted for me. I really wanted to work with KAITLYN and Carolina as well, but I knew the crucial moment had passed already, so I'm not surprised that I got their votes. Yeah, I don't know why I'm crying. Like, I still had fun. But I guess I just knew where my mistakes were, so yeah, I mean, I'm nervous for Colin, but I feel like he and I were playing similar games, and I knew how good he was doing, so I'm like, oh, I guess I'm doing pretty well, but darn. I didn't, I guess, make the moves first that I wanted to. I was writing down who I wanted to go next, and with that Joe vote, just everything flipped on its head and my plans went out the window. But oh well, I'll go chat with the other jury members and everything else.
Head on over to the Prometheus YouTube page for additional scenes and content.